Rock Me Mama.
Welcome back to Rock Me Mama. I'm Amy.
I'm Macy.
I'm Morgan, sorry.
And we have our amazing, funny, spectacular guest, Mari.
Oh my gosh. Hi, guys.
We're so pumped to have
I'm
you.
so pumped. I was so honored when you asked me to be on your podcast. Yes.
Well, and not for any episode, but episode 69.
Ooh,
Yeah.
good number.
And
Not
looking at you now, I know why we picked 69.
69.
We didn't even know we picked
Look at
it,
her.
but we picked it because
Lucky
you
number-
look so fucking hot.
Thank you.
You look amazing.
You
Thank
look
you.
crazy.
Thank you.
Crazy good.
Thank you. I feel crazy good.
Yay!
I feel crazy
want to know all the things that you do because I want to feel crazy good too.
Okay.
And we'll talk about so many things. 'Cause
Yeah.
we have so many things to ask you about.
Okay.
Well, and we've already
You
cut
have
her
a
off
successful
from, like,
podcast
so
that
many
just got
stories.
signed. You're a celebrity makeup artist. You are divorced, or is it fully divorced or separated?
It's not. It's going to eventually, obviously, head in that direction.
Yeah.
It's more for right now, like insurance or medical.
Totally.
And he's like,
You're a
whenever.
mom.
Yeah, I'm a mom.
You're
so
a mom
he's
who's
whatever
going
you
through
need.
a separation,
Yes.
which I think a lot of our listeners are dealing with and would love to know more
or if they're
about.
not, like, will at some point.
But also, a lot of mothers that we talk to are not happy. So
Sure, yeah.
you never know.
Yeah, there's a
No
lot.
one gets married wanting to get divorced.
Ever.
Right.
No.
It's not like anyone thinks that's going to happen.
No.
Right.
But you
And
have a
it's-
lot going on, and we want you to talk about all the things.
Let's do it.
We've
Let's
literally
do it.
already cut her off from like 4 different stories.
Yeah.
We were like, wait, save it.
Save
Wait,
it. Hold on. Hold on.
Because it was all so good.
Yeah. It started with lucky number 69, how I was just offered to be in a 69 position. And
Yes.
I declined. I
Wait,
declined.
had you guys been like hooking up first?
Yeah, it was like a couple times.
And then he was like 1 to 69.
It was kind of like he like put me in the position, like it was like headed there, and I was like, "Are you taking me to lucky
like,
number
I
69?"
am.
I was like, "Dude, it's like patting your head and rubbing your tummy at the same time.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen."
No.
Like
And
if
have to
you
be
want a
so
good blowjob,
comfortable.
let me focus on what I'm good at.
Yeah.
No, truly.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
always felt that.
Yeah.
It's a weird position.
I think it's a novelty position.
I think it is,
You know,
too.
and guys are just like, I'm 69 or.
Well, and a lot of
just middle school. Yeah.
the like
You're like, good
heights
for you,
have
dude.
to, like, if you're too short, there's a
Yeah.
lot that goes
Also,
into
you
it
have to have
lining
a
up.
male butthole near your mouth.
No.
Yeah,
like,
I'm good.
There's a lot of things that
I'm good with that.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna.
Yeah.
You
do
can
with
avoid
69.
the butthole if you're just in a normal
Right.
position. But
Right.
69, it's like, it's there.
Yeah.
Or like yours is there.
Or
Like,
yours
there's-
is there.
yeah,
and it's like, you know, I'm good.
yeah.
We're good.
Yeah.
So,
Not that I haven't,
Yeah.
because I have. Sure have. But
I would hope that we've
Don't-
all
right.
at least tried.
don't
Right.
want to.
Don't want to ever
Yeah.
again.
Don't know that I ever really wanted to.
Yeah.
No, I think Chase and I literally have done it one time.
Yeah.
Like actually we did it one time, and that's because we have been dating for 11 years, and
Yeah.
we were like 22 and 23 when we started dating.
And you're like
So then it was
drunk and you're like, let's try it.
You're like, you know what we haven't done yet? The 69. Lucky number
Actually,
69.
and then we haven't done it since.
yeah.
so-
Did you talk about it afterwards?
Apparently.
We were like, how was that for you? Like,
I don't
did
even
you like
remember. We were
it,
probably
or
so
drunk.
drunk.
You were
Yeah.
drunk. Yeah.
For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah,
Like not even just like you were probably
Yeah.
Like
so
hammered.
drunk.
That's when you're 69 is when you have no business
100%.
69.
For sure.
You know, when you're
For
just
sure.
when there's no reason to do it. You're so drunk. There's no reason to keep doing anything.
For sure. Because in that
And
moment
you're like, let's take it here.
"Fuck yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's take it here.
This should
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
be happening.
I'll take a peek at your butthole.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on over here. Can you just scoot a little,
ready.
a little
Yeah.
bit too tall?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Bruiser.
this episode.
What should we get into first? Like, you've had an incredible fitness journey. You are going through what do you want to talk about? Happy things, sad things?
I'll talk about all things.
Why don't you
things.
start
I
with
mean, okay.
how you're doing and what's going on?
I'm right now. I am truly the happiest, most fulfilled, calm, peaceful version of myself that I've ever been in my whole entire life.
That's
And it's
amazing,
taken a lot of work to get here, and it started over a year ago. There was, I don't know where to like begin in our divorce. I guess I'll make a long story short to get like
okay.
pieces of it.
Yeah.
we
but-
also got all the time in the
we have
world,
time.
Great. Let's go.
yeah.
We have time.
So,
And
So-
I live for the tea. So I
Okay.
just,
Yeah.
just spill it.
Yeah. So Tim and I were together for a decade.
okay.
And now looking at it, being a healing person, a healing, because you're never completely healed.
Yeah.
I can look at it and just go, okay, I literally took every trauma in every relationship that I've ever been in and carried it into the next. And I've never been a singular person. I've always I love love.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
I love being with somebody.
Literally never single.
I'm never single, but there's also a lot of not good.
No, there's bad things about that.
Bad things about it because you just carry everything.
Yes.
You carry your own stuff. Yes, very much so, your own stuff. And then everybody else, how they've made you feel through your whole entire life onto this person that you meet somebody and you just fall in lust and then the love and then
It's the 69.
And then you 69
Right. And then you
it's
get married.
hot and it's great. And then you have a baby.
Yeah.
And then your whole 8 years, whatever, becomes...
Did you guys plan Charlie?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We kind of we were like, I met him. I didn't think I ever really, really wanted to be a mom. Wasn't sure until I met him.
Yeah.
And then I went,
Yeah.
I
I feel
feel
that.
yeah.
I feel that.
yeah, I could do this with you.
For sure.
You're my person. So dump it in. Let's see what happens.
Dump it in.
So we
it in
did.
is everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Miss Charlie Brown was born.
The best. The cutest.
The cutest. And I guess I can kind of add my weight into that too, because even my external, how I felt about myself externally, not only inside but outside too, because it's a whole fucking package deal, obviously.
That's why my business name is Fittest Core.
I love that.
Literally, you keep going, but literally that's
why.
Fittest Core means you can't be the fittest on your outside until you are on the inside.
No, truly.
That's cool.
And that's why I think all of a sudden I'm even stronger than I've ever been, because
it literally is.
my inside, I'm doing all of the inward work as well.
Yeah,
I'm not doing any of the inward work.
That.
Okay, well, I know. Well, because your brain's all scattery, and I could tell. I was like, are we meditating? What are we doing? Are we doing things?
Anything. Inside. So that's good to know that that's I know it's real, but that's been an integral part of the process for you and your fitness journey too.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
So I gained a lot of weight with her. I got up to 220 pounds, right? And for the first... my body literally was just like,
'cause how tall are you?
don't walk. 5,
You're like my type.
6, yeah.
You're a little taller than me.
Yeah. But my body didn't want anything healthy.
Yeah.
My body didn't want it just didn't want salads. It didn't want anything. It didn't want to move. It didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
And she was he's 6'5".
Yeah.
Oh. I was 10 pounds when I was born. She was 9 pounds at 37 weeks. So she was just a big baby.
Yeah. So
And
you
always-
gained,
I remember when you were
gained
pregnant.
weight. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, as soon as I had a C-section, she came out. She was like, "I'm hungry." Latched on.
Yeah.
She was just always hungry.
Yeah.
she's still always hungry. She's
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
How old is she now?
She's 8.
Okay.
So for the first 3 years of her life, I had all of this weight, feeling bad, trying to lean in, trying to feel confident, fake confidence. You're I'm still secure in myself. I love who I am. I don't know. I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying. And I guess really just completely lost myself, gave everything to her, was really focused on her. And in the process, you slowly start disconnecting, obviously, to your husband as well. It's it's all makes sense though. It's when you're not fulfilled, when you're not happy, and you're putting everything into one person. Of course, you're not going to connect to your husband. Of course, you're going to lash out. Of course, you're going to project all of your insecurities and all of your bad shit. So, I always like to think of it as a a water, a leak in a sink. And the more you just let it go without fixing it, what's going to happen? Your fucking sink's gonna overflow.
Right.
And that's what happened 10 years
Did
later.
you feel it while the marriage was...
I don't think we ever really truly saw each other.
Yeah.
Truly understood each other.
Yeah.
Going back to you fall in lust and then a year into it have a baby. So your identity now is quickly mom.
So you guys had a baby really quickly.
It was pretty quick. Yeah. Okay. It was a year into it. So I don't think you really get to know somebody.
For some reason I had thought you guys had been together forever by that time. Because I had just met you.
Yeah.
And I thought, they'd been together forever.
No.
So so that's news to me.
Yeah.
So you met and you just fell in lust, had a baby.
Fell in lust, had a baby, did the whole thing. And, just went through the motions. I'm always life is so, it goes so fast. It's crazy when you think about all that time.
Especially when you have a kid.
Depending on just pouring into other people and just doing and doing. And I was just, I guess slowly just really got really lost. And during that time, our fights got so much worse. And it was just this like really awful version of me that was angry. And so we didn't know how to communicate. And instead, when you're just like, just hear me. He's like, what do you mean everything's okay? It's like on his end, it's gaslighting. And on my end, it's like, I'm not able to express myself properly. So it's just this like ping pong of people who just can't cycle of. So we needed therapy very badly.
Yeah.
And then, so during this, then I go into the gym and I start losing my weight. So I'm feeling like, okay, now I'm getting that external validation. So now I'm feeling like more confident. And this is where your core thing comes in to like where I am now.
Yeah.
Because without this whole package deal, it's so mind, body, and soul. It's ridiculous.
Totally. Yeah.
So when you're like, oh my God, I'm feeling better. So I guess I must be better. So I'm happier. And but it's so fake. It's not real.
Yeah.
And then you're like, well, catch up to me. So you're kind of climbing up here because you're doing these things to better yourself slowly. And when somebody's not there meeting you, you're like, wait,
You're not doing your part.
You're not doing your part. But we can't expect people just to do that.
No.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
That's on his time. And he's like, I don't even know what you mean.
Yeah. He's like, literally.
How do I show up? How do I meet you? I don't even understand.
Yeah.
You're like, of
Where are you
course, because
going?
you're unhealed too. Like, it's two just like traumatized, unhealed people just trying to figure out fucking marriage
And parenthood.
and parenthood.
Which is the hardest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So cut to, we need over years and years and years of just this like vicious cycle. And, at the end of the day, he's a really good person. He's a great dad. And we connect as far as being friends. We can always have a good time. We can always rely on Tim and Mari bringing a certain energy to parties. And
you're both funny.
very outgoing. And
Yes.
so we always connected like that.
Yeah.
But little did people know that we had a screaming match.
Right.
I would have never known.
A half hour ago
Right.
where I was in tears. Possibly there was a hole put in a wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
So it was just like, all right, let's just suck it up. Let's
be who
tuck
people
it
think
under
we
the
are.
fucking rug
Yeah.
and be the people that people expect from us.
Yep.
So it was this and on Instagram, on your socials, you see people post little stories of your family and everyone's like, so when we separated, people were like, what?
Yeah.
This is a lie.
Yeah.
But not. Because
Right.
there were really, those
Yeah,
were
there were
truthful,
great
real
moments.
moments. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm always like, it's like oil and water.
Lots of things can be true,
Totally.
And it could be beautiful and wonderful, but also toxic.
Yeah. Yeah. And it was.
Yeah.
Very, very, very toxic.
Yeah.
So we needed therapy so badly. So badly.
Was he receptive to that?
100%.
Okay, that's cool.
But we just didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the most real
Yeah.
thing I've ever heard.
Like,
the amount of times
I'm
a
receptive
week.
to therapy,
Yes.
but I'm not doing it.
we
No,
just
the
didn't do it.
amount of times a week
Yeah.
I say either I need it, Chase and
Yeah.
we both need it,
No.
and then I'm like, that's it.
Yeah.
Why don't we do it? Why
Let's
don't we
move
follow
on.
through?
Yeah, I don't.
It's so
feels
important. You just
so
got to make a little
overwhelming.
phone call.
I know.
I know.
You just got to make an appointment.
I know.
I
it's
know.
so dumb.
But it feels like so much more than that.
It just
Well, obviously
you're gonna
it
have
is.
to
It's-
address your
Right,
issues.
right.
Yeah, you're gonna have to address
That's
your
not
life.
fun.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Worth it, and
the
it's
fact
not
that,
fun.
Yeah.
but it was nice that I had a partner who
Yeah.
was receptive
Willing.
toward
A
he
lot
was
of men
willing
are
to
not
it.
willing.
He was
Yeah.
like, yeah, no, 100%. We totally need this.
Yeah.
So we never got it. Never got it. So what did we do instead of what did we do? We got married.
Yeah, because that's a good Band-Aid.
That's a good Band-Aid. So we got married later in life.
Yeah.
So it would have been our 2-year
remember that.
anniversary this July.
Okay.
23rd.
Oh,
So y'all got married.
recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. How are we gonna make this better?
Hail married.
Fuck there. We don't need. Let's get
Totally.
married.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's
no,
get-
but that's so fucking real.
Yes.
You do that
Yeah.
because you're like, this is gonna fix us.
Yeah.
People have kids for that reason.
No.
too.
Well, that's what you create a family. You guys know.
Yeah.
You have a family. It means something. We have like,
Yes.
I always say, like, I'm so grateful that my parents instilled values in me and loyalty, and because they're still married after almost 50 years.
Oh, that's amazing.
Do I want a marriage like them? No.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Bro,
No.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good. But that was the direction I was headed
Yeah.
because that's all I knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I knew.
Yeah.
Yep.
But thank you so much
And
for
also,
instilling.
when you have a kid, you
Right.
think, I have to
Right.
stay together for this kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nobody in my family is divorced. I have one aunt out of like our
Everyone in
whole
my family history is divorced. Everyone.
Interesting.
Nobody stays together.
Yeah.
Nobody. Which is why it took me so long to even think about marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Crazy. Everybody for me. Everybody.
That's
Yeah.
how I
So
am
it's
too.
weird. Yeah, it's
but mine's like,
scary.
I'm sure,
like
Morgan, your family, no one's divorced.
That's correct.
Yeah.
yeah, because our like for us, it's
'Cause
the,
it's
like,
also
fucked up
religious.
like, well, you're not supposed to get divorced. Like, I love my parents, and they've come a long way, but there have definitely been times where I've looked at them and been like, just fucking like, just no, this
Yeah.
doesn't work. But like that people would judge.
Even
like,
that
it's
word.
like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that word is just, ooh.
Yeah.
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 Well, it's old school too. I think my
Totally.
parents are just like old school.
Yeah.
You're like, you get married.
Right.
You
Yeah.
get married, you spend the rest of your
Yeah.
lives with each other.
But also,
Well,
I get the thought of like starting again is so scary
yeah.
for
I didn't-
most people.
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
It's the hardest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
So we got married. I'm writing my vows. And I
We
was
got
like,
married.
I remember sitting like writing my vows and being like, dear Tim. I was like, like even then, I was like, what do I
Like, what the fuck? I'm so glad we didn't fight.
love
this
you, man.
morning.
Yeah.
Today's been good.
Yeah, I was like, you're my rock. I was like, well, not really. Sometimes you're really not there. I'm like, you're my everything. I'm like, not really. I'm like, kind of like,
Threw a rock at you. I
it's fucked up.
Yeah.
It's fucked up.
yeah, but it's real.
Yeah, and like my family loved him so much. You know, you
that
have a
makes
whole
it
world.
hard,
You have a
though.
home and
Yeah.
children and
Yes.
friends, and everything's connected. Everything's
Yep.
connected. So yeah,
That shit's more like harder than anything.
For sure.
the hardest.
That shit's the hardest part.
yeah, dude.
Because
Yeah.
there's layers, and you feel like you're letting other people.
You're letting
down,
everyone
and
down.
like it's not just your breakup; it's theirs.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Yeah.
that part's hard.
Yeah. So it was great. You know, we're in our honeymoon season. So it's good for a little bit. And then, I mean, I'm going to get real detailed right now.
Please.
So, and I'm here to share my perspective, not
Sure.
ever talk anything poorly about him because I love him
Yes.
truly.
Yes.
Truly. And good people do fucked up things.
Yeah.
Yep.
I live in a world where if you cheat or do something, you're not like, once cheater, once cheater. I'm like, no, there's actually good people that really
People
just do fucked
bad
up things. People
Yes.
do bad things.
Yes. And they recover
Yeah,
sometimes.
I did a bad thing too.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm a good person. So
Yeah.
So he was started working remote from home, and he just became a really, really depressed bleh version of himself.
Yeah.
Like so now I'm kicking it up into gear, and my career's really taking
Yeah.
on. I'm traveling a lot, and I'm in the gym,
You're looking
and
like this.
not yet.
Okay.
This is the past year.
Okay.
You've gone from hot to oh Jesus in the past year.
sick.
You know what I mean? You were
Let's
looking
go.
great. When I saw you a year or two ago, you were looking great. But then lately, I looked at you and I was like, okay, I need to know take me through the steps.
Yeah, yeah.
Go on.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Which we will get to. I would like to know the steps.
Yeah, I need the
next.
steps.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Well, you guys are hot AF,
Well,
so you know.
I would like to know the steps.
Yes, yes, yes. Well, we have to finish the story.
Yes,
first.
finish the story.
Before
because
we
I'm
get to the
this
steps,
is
we gotta
already my
finish the
favorite
story.
episode that's ever
Let's get to
happened
the
because I'm
story.
like
Yeah.
so invested. Tea. Tea.
Cheers to tea.
To tea.
To tea, y'all.
The tea.
To tea. Oh, God. I love an 8 p.m. podcast where we can just
Right.
like.
We're moms, honey. That's
This
the
is
only
ama-
time.
You were like, we started at 8 p.m. I was like,
You're like,
Oh
yeah,
hell yeah.
incredible.
the only time.
So, okay, so I'm up here, and then he's not even trying to understand, to meet. He's sinking. So he's going from to just sitting on the couch. Sitting on the couch and just
Marinating.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
this energy, and I'm losing him, and we are not connected at all. And I've always had in me this just innate desire for like that like spiritual side, that like that void, that something that I didn't know how to get out. I didn't know how to talk about my feelings.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to, there's so much trauma in there.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know how to communicate emotionally,
Yeah.
maturely.
Was it just always funny? Because you've always been so funny.
Yes.
And
And
I
I
think
think
maybe that masked everything.
100%.
Okay.
So when it came to
That
like
makes
my
sense.
true, real feelings of who I am and
Yeah.
what I actually need, I didn't know how to do it.
Yeah. Mhm.
So like years of just like screaming,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
So I'm getting angry and I'm like, oh God, fuck. That's what anger is too, I think. When you're like an angry person, it's just you're stuck in this limbo trying to be heard.
Yeah.
Trying to be heard of years
Yeah.
and years of people just like
Squashing.
and making you feel, and all
Yep.
my childhood stuff. And
Yep.
now, so my
Yeah.
anger is really getting even worse. And now I'm becoming a really bad, really scary version of myself where
Yeah.
I'm doing these things and I'm saying these things, hurtful things.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling the most hurt.
Yeah.
I'm feeling the most hurt.
Yeah.
And I see
'Cause
Charlie
you
watching
feel
it.
like a piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Well, my daughter's watching it now.
Yeah.
So now it's affecting her.
Yeah.
Now she's screaming and she's doing things because she's watching me.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it's this like vicious little
Yep.
fucking cycle of
Yep.
So I'm just bleh, and I check the fuck out. I'm just emotionally checked out. So I was on a job one day and I was like, is this person hitting on me? And I'm going to tell you guys who it was after because you're going to lose your mind.
Ooh, can't wait.
Blessed and highly favored.
We are blessed.
You're gonna lose your mind. So I'm like, okay, yeah, he is. All right. And this is so out of my character. You all know you're married, you have
Yeah.
kids, but
Yeah.
I was numb. This
Sure.
is like
But
my
also, you're
perspective.
desperately unhappy. You're not connecting at all.
And it sounds like needing attention from that you're not getting from your husband.
Yeah.
It all checks out. It all checks
yeah.
out. So it was in the blip of life, like 30 seconds of dumb, inappropriate text messaging.
Yeah.
Okay. There was no physical, there was no emotional. He asked me to come to his like hotel room one night and I actually
hell yeah.
declined and I said, no. Like
Yeah.
I'm still married. But
Yeah.
the text messages were
Yeah, sure. They were something. They were something.
there was something.
They were something.
There was something.
Okay.
So
This is so much fun.
when I tell you
boring.
No, I'm living for this.
Yeah.
when I tell you who it was, you
I can't wait.
I know. I'm like, can we pause the recording?
can we
Yeah,
pause
like-
through and come back?
No, because then we will.
Okay, yeah.
You need to keep
Yeah.
us like hanging on.
So I come back. I was traveling a lot. I think I was in LA and came back home. And oh, no. I'm sorry. This was after Tim. So, okay. Blah, blah. So I come home one night and I'm like, all right, I got to run out to the store real quick. And Tim just, when
Yeah,
like
you feel it.
You feel like he's like, I know
Something's up.
something's up. I left my phone. I left my phone in the kitchen. I was like, I'll be right back. I'm going to Publix to go get some.
in these situations.
Yeah. Yes.
Because subconsciously you must need someone to know.
Sure. My
I mean,
husband.
Yeah. but it's always
A fine pick.
Yeah.
But I had that same kind of thing happen when I was a lot younger, like in New York. But it's like, why? Why leave your phone then?
Why?
Yeah.
I always take my phone.
Like,
Yeah.
of all times to leave your phone.
always take my phone.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's like a subconscious need to be found out.
No, 100%. And
100% it is.
Thank God.
Yeah.
It all. Thank God. That's
Yeah.
why like everything had to happen. Everything
Yeah.
has to happen. Everything
Yeah.
has to happen. It's happening for you. It's happening for
Right.
that needed to happen for me.
Yep.
Right.
So I'm the whole time I'm driving to Publix, and I'm just going. Just kidding. I was like, check out. I was like, really quick. Thank you. Have a good day. I opened the door and he's like, "Want you?" And I was like,
Okay.
So like no time was
"Oh
wasted.
no,
Yeah.
no."
He knew. He felt it. You
knew.
always feel it.
Always. And also, we have never. That was another reason why we were in a relationship for a very long time because we always trusted each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We never had trust issues.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
never went through each other's phones.
Yep.
I didn't even know his passcode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would always say like I could leave Tim Brown in a room with 1,000
Yes.
girls and I know that he would always choose me.
Yes.
Right.
You know, and
Yeah.
vice versa. Like it was just that. We
Yeah.
just had that thing, which is great.
Yeah.
It's a good reason to stay with someone for a long
Sure.
time
Yeah.
too. Yeah. Until we both cheated on each other.
All good things come to an end eventually.
Till we cheated. Yeah.
Until that little thing happened.
Until that little thing happened. Yeah. So I'm like, my heart's beating, and I'm like, all right, here it comes. So I'm thinking he's gonna be like, get the fuck out. Like,
Yeah.
like, what did you do? So he went into the room for like 2 hours. I'm sitting by the fire, I'm just like drinking wine. I'm like,
Oh
Yeah.
my God. Wait, he like presented it to you as in like, I know, and then was like, I'm going to go away for 2 hours.
I'm gonna go away for like 2 hours and go sit in our guest
Think.
bedroom and think.
That's painful.
Finally,
Oh, I
he was
don't
like,
do
it was like
that
being
well.
like brought to the principal's office. He was
Yeah,
like,
absolutely. Yeah, you may come in.
Yeah, you may come in.
And proceed to wait for
and you like
2
dug in there with your tail
hours.
between your legs, like
Oh my God. I would have been like,
I would have been hammered. I would have literally been hammered
come in?
by the time he was done. I would have been like, I'm
So you would expect him to be like obviously very upset, but like,
Yeah.
why did you? But he sat there bawling and going, "I'm so sorry, I did this."
he said that?
Yes,
Oh my God, I have chills. Okay.
he's like, I sure, of course. He's like, I've been really shitty. I've been a really shitty husband. Like and obviously I took full. I'm sobbing too, and I'm just
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
I am so sorry. Like, this is so out of my character. This is something that like I am not this person.
Yeah.
I hurt you. I am so sorry.
And you
I was
didn't
so
even physically
numb
do
and
it.
told
Yeah.
him everything. Yeah, there was nothing physical. There was
Yeah,
nothing
it was
anything.
text. Yeah.
So we sat there and we connected for the first time. Like, I have chills going like
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah.
And we like I saw him. Like I saw
Yeah.
my husband. You know. So I'm like, all right, this shit had to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we have to do the work. Now we have to get therapy. Guess what we didn't do, guys?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So what happened then?
Well,
Tell you what we did do.
so now we're like, kind of like closer than ever because we had that really intense
Yeah.
moment, but we never talked about it.
Yeah.
We didn't fix it. We didn't do anything. We just shoved it on the fucking rug and just like
Yeah.
Kept going.
kept going.
Yep.
Just
Like
kept going.
literally all hugged and cried it out. And then it was just,
Correct.
okay. So the same thing as therapy, essentially.
Sure.
Yeah, same thing. Same work.
Yeah. So, yeah. And then it went, obviously it went right back to where it was before.
Yeah.
It was fucking fixed.
Yeah.
Until, maybe like 8 months later. And that's when I'm traveling a lot for work. And I'm still just like on this, feeling good. I was like, all right, we're good. Just making things work.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of like forgetting about my husband a little bit.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
up here. So we're just
You're like, I'm feeling fit. I'm making
and
money.
I'm making money.
Yeah.
I'm doing my thing. I bought a Louis Vuitton bag from a really expensive one.
Yeah. You're like, things are great for me.
But now I'm like, I don't even care about Louis Vuittons anymore. I don't need that kind of validation from anybody. It's just materialistic stuff. That's where I am right now.
Yeah.
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 Love that for
I
you.
know. This is crazy.
Love it.
She's like, fuck it, I'll just throw it away.
I was just
Goodwill.
sitting in my
Just
closet.
dump
I
it.
actually
Yeah.
don't even want to. Yeah. It reminds me of that time
Yeah,
of
yeah,
who
yeah.
I
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, that's
Louis
Which
and
was-
Vuitton.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm thinking now I'm like better than him. I'm
Yeah.
like going up here and I'm just like living this while he's still floating down there. And it's all that unhealed fucking stuff that we
Yeah.
really needed to work on but didn't. So it's just a smorgasbord of all of it.
Right.
So I come home from LA. My parents were in town. It was my mom's birthday and his parents were there too. And I walk in and Tim Brown looks the best I've seen him look in a really long time. I was like,
okay.
yeah. Oh, we're going outside. I was like, you look hot.
Yeah.
You look hot. You look rizzy.
You Rizzy? That was
But he's
something
like-
Nick would say.
So he's just like cold to me. He's just the whole time I'm like, oh, okay, something's
Yeah.
up. Just like he knew, Mari knew. So we went out to dinner and we were outside and I'm talking to him and he's just kind of just very disconnected the whole night. He's not by me. He's by everybody else. And I said, what is there, like somebody else? And then I started like walking and he just stopped. He just stopped dead in his tracks and let me just continue to walk. And in my heart, my gut was like, yes, there is.
Yeah.
God, that just like gave me a feeling. Like, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, I knew the whole.
You know the second that something changes inside somebody and you're no longer you to them.
Yeah.
And like it's a really fucked feel. Like it is one of those
Gut-wrenching.
I'm not me to you anymore.
No. Well,
I
that
don't
wasn't
have that
even,
effect on you anymore.
Well, and that wasn't even
someone
like,
else has taken that.
Yeah. And that was even the first, like when I found out, when I found the evidence, which was I had to, because you know. So he had blocked his cell phone, yada, yada, yada. So this was like a couple weeks after he went to work. I logged into Charlie's iPad and
Love that.
Thank you so much. I don't know how I did it. I'm a technology fucking dummy.
Because
but I was like, for some reason, I was like,
it's because we're old. But when you need to be a detective,
oh my God, it was insane.
You're a detective. Yeah, you figure it out, honey.
I don't want to listen to that
Yes.
beat. Yeah. It's incredible.
Yes.
I'm so proud of myself. So I just see, or 10 minutes later, a text message pops up and it's just like what I would give to spend one whole day with just you from blah.
Yeah.
And I that was like my, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so emotional. It was so like what I would give to spend. It was like a heart. And it was like, I was like, oh, this is different than just.
This isn't sex.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Scrooge, you know, like he has to go through all the things and he comes out, he's like, it's a Christmas miracle. Like that's kind of like that's what happened to me instead. I saw my life flash before my eyes. I remember like just taking a bath. It was in the afternoon and I just took a bath and I lit candles and I was like, oh my God, what did I do?
Yeah.
What did I do? Fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Like I lost
I
him.
wasn't even mad at him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't mad. I was just like, I lost, fuck.
Yeah.
What did I do? Okay. I can't imagine how he felt now. I get it.
Yeah.
So obviously we talk about, you know, lies and lies and lies and things and lies and lies and things. And that's his. It's fine. He needed to do what he needed to do. I'm telling my perspective.
Yeah.
Yes, heard you.
About lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies and lies. Okay. I fully picking it up.
Manipulation, gaslighting. He doesn't even know he's doing it. He's just, you know, when you're like really caught and you're.
Men are really not good at telling the truth when they're caught.
Yeah.
So bad.
They're really not good. Like my husband is like the worst liar that I like about the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, all of your tells are there. You're doing the tongue thing. You're blinking.
Yeah.
Like why are you?
Yeah.
You
Chases
just
the
say
smile
the
thing.
fucking
Yeah.
truth.
Yeah.
Like, just
Say
say
it.
the
Right.
fucking truth.
What are you, 7?
Yeah, like
What are you, 7?
like,
you're gonna get grounded.
You're gonna get more in trouble the more you do the
Yeah.
tells.
Right.
Did no one teach you about consequence about
like-
lying when you were younger? I don't understand.
Time out.
Light our pants on fire. We've been saying that since.
Unless you say, here's a picture of you doing this thing that I'm telling you you're doing, they're gonna lie. You have to literally show them video evidence.
Oh, bro, I had to.
Done and done.
Literally.
On the ring, yeah.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut
up.
Oh my God.
Wait, like literally, that's what.
Yes. So,
Like lie,
yes.
ring footage.
Yeah, here it is.
Yeah,
I guess I'll tell the truth.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Like that's not me in that.
What are you saying?
That's not my house. Oh, that's our
it's
ring.
the-
Okay.
yeah.
What are you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So this went on for okay, so I'll make it not like as long because it was a very long 7 months almost.
Yeah.
7 months.
Of lies and
Well, and Mari having a Christmas miracle where it
Yeah.
was like literally being hit by a fucking freight train going down the highway at like 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And just my life changing. And in that moment, instead of blaming him and being like, get the fuck out of my, what did you do? You cheater, you fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
I started looking inward. I started
Yeah.
doing the work
Go
immediately.
figure.
So I
of you.
start,
yeah, it's so good.
dude, going back to church, like writing, crying, meditating. I would just like take a little microdose and like meditate for like 2 hours and write down like all my like what I saw and like
You're like,
my
I went to church. I took
Yeah.
mushrooms.
Dude,
I
it all so
Live
good. I
you.
tried church. It didn't work
Love
out
it.
for me. I didn't
Yeah.
really get it, but like it felt good.
I went to church.
I love God,
Yeah.
but I don't know where I belong
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So I'm growing.
Yeah.
I'm growing. It's all coming out. And now I can talk to Tim. And now I can start communicating how I feel. So we start having these really beautiful conversations at night.
Yeah.
Like it was always after Charlie was in bed
Yeah.
and, you know, and I feel so bad for her too because we didn't pay attention to her for that 6 months. Like I see
Yeah.
that now. Like
Yeah.
she went from mommy being so angry for so long to being just here, go on your iPad and whatever.
Yeah.
We gotta figure this out.
Because you need to figure this
we
out.
gotta we gotta figure this out. So it was
Yeah.
poor. Thank God she's thriving right now because she went
Yeah.
through a lot too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I didn't think about that until like way after. I was like,
Yeah.
man, we really just ignored her for a while.
Yeah.
Ignored her. You know.
No.
Yeah,
We know-
but
we get it.
Tried to save our marriage.
Yeah.
So I'm changing. And he's watching this version of me come out. So he's kind of like, he's like, okay. And then he's there with me. And then all of a sudden, like back into this just disconnect. So I go, well, you're disconnected again. So it probably means that you're still talking to her.
Yes.
So my whole thing was, I understand what you did.
Yeah.
I did it too.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop.
If we're gonna do this,
Yeah.
stop.
If we're going to do
Yeah.
this, stop.
Yeah.
And this is somebody he worked with.
Yeah.
So it's hard because you see them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just,
Unless you quit, it's impossible.
it's impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're back and we're forth and we're back and we're forth and I catch him and I forgave him a lot of times.
Was
Like
it always the same person?
It was always the same person.
Oh, wow.
Until he confessed that he was falling in love with her, that he loved her.
Wow.
And so I'm like, okay, this is real.
Yeah.
I'm really, really losing my husband, but he's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still here. He's still not like, I'm leaving you for her. Never said that
Yeah.
because he's having a really hard time.
Yeah.
He's in a really fucked up mental place
Yeah.
too.
Of
And I
course,
understand
'cause
that.
it's
So
hard. Yeah.
for where I am, I'm looking at this human being who I care about
Right.
and trying to come from a place of compassion and understanding. If I want to be heard, I have to hear him too. And I have the patience to do that. And I actually incorporated what I did in the gym. And I would tell him, I was like, I'm taking what I do in this is where the internal comes in, where it's consistency, it's dedication, and it's patience. And that's what I need to do here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it all, and I did.
Yeah.
But he kept lying.
Yeah. Sure. Well, at least he was consistent and dedicated to that.
He was consistent and dedicated to lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the big kahuna, the last straw was I went to New York for Christmas and I took Charlie and I just knew, and I'm up there and I miss him and I'm heartbroken because
Yeah.
you're not here with us on Christmas and
Yeah.
he got sick. So he was like, oh, I'm just going to stay back.
Yeah.
He really was sick though,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
And I had texted him one night and I just knew in my heart, I was like, I know he's with her. So
Yeah.
I went and I still write my schedule down like it's 1993 in a book.
Yeah.
Cause I don't know. I don't know how to do it. So
It's different. Writing things down is different.
I love it. I'm such a visual person.
And that's how we grew up.
Yeah.
Like making actual notes and
keep it old school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pick up a pen. So I asked him to check a date for me for work. And he said, I'm not home right now, but when I get home, I'll let you know.
And you
I
were
said,
like, oh, are you at CVS picking up your medicine?
He said, I'm
Or-
with his friend, helping him, whatever. I'll be home shortly. So
What an idiot.
I get nothing. And then at like 1 o'clock in the morning, it was, oh, sorry, I fell asleep and forgot. This was the last text message that I got and I forgot about it. And sorry. And it was like this long, wordy bullshit. And I'm
Yeah.
like, lies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
As if you haven't known him for what, 8 years at this
you
point.
just know when people are lying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
And
not
you feel it with the person that you've
Yeah.
been with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So then I got back and he went out of town and when he was going for about 2 weeks and I said, hey, Since you're going to be gone for like 2 weeks, can I have the account to the ring? Because I didn't have it on my phone. I didn't care. He can be the security guard.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh yeah, I can. So I downloaded it on mine, put it in. All the history comes back on your ring. Like even if you don't have the app, it's all on there.
Amazing.
So I went back and he was gone the whole time. He got back at the exact time he texted me at 1 something in the morning. So when he got back, I said, where were you? And he said, I was with her. And I said, I know. Okay.
You're like,
Okay.
this is it.
Yeah.
Oh no, that wasn't the big kahuna. I still stayed. He moved out for a little bit. He stayed with his friend. Still working on it. And I still stayed. I still
You
tried.
have a kid.
I tried.
I get it.
Yeah.
I do get it. I feel like I would try every
for
single thing.
something that I knew in my heart wasn't mine.
Yeah.
But I still fought.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was that, and you do.
We all get it.
Sure.
You
Yeah,
do. Of
yeah,
course you do.
Yeah. And then
Because you want it to be good.
I
You
want it to be good.
work out.
Well, I thought too. I'm going, okay, so I'm growing. I'm changing. I'm not like I'm mourning that version of myself.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to be that person again.
Right.
I mean, I would spend nights like sobbing, being like, I'm that. Thank you for carrying me 43 years at that time, 43 years of my life. But you no longer serve me.
Yeah.
Angry Mari, that version
Yeah.
of Mari. That's not who you are anymore. And I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It takes. I don't get rattled anymore. I
Yeah.
don't. Nothing rattles me.
Yeah.
Nothing. My peace is
That's
to be
amazing.
protected at all.
Yeah.
Like that's where I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's when you know somebody for 10 years and all of a sudden they're becoming this person. You're like, is this true?
Yeah.
Is this real?
It's really hard.
I don't know if I can trust it. I
Yeah.
don't trust it. I get it. So, and then we work on it and he wants to come home. Then he wants to come home. I want to come home. I miss you. I'm like, come home.
Yeah.
Come home. And then I knew something wasn't right again because he got weird again. And then I saw another text message and that was the end of it. And it was
it
this
the
whole,
same?
he reached out and it was really hurtul because it was the words that I wanted to hear. It was saying to her, like, I'm so sorry. I'm doing this to you.
The things that
I love the
that
things
was-
that I
That was the big
wanted to hear.
feel
That
like
was
you
the big
deserve.
kahuna. Yes.
Yeah, fuck that.
So a couple weeks later, I got, we like sold our house. Like literally, I went into the gym. My friend's a real estate agent. I said, "Can you sell our house for us?" And I told him, I said,
Yeah.
"Tim,
Yeah.
this is over. This
Yeah.
is over. I tried with everything
Yeah.
that I could, and I still waited for him to be like, "Oh my god, fuck!"
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
his hand. I never got that. I never
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm like,
and that's what you want, but you never.
I still,
Normally, you never.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, I think women. That's something about women is we bend. Once we break, we're done with you.
Done.
We're done with you.
Done.
It takes
There's
so long to get us there.
Yeah.
Like women will give you so many fucking chances, but once that snap, that moment, like where oh, okay, you just said the thing to her that I deserve to hear for years now.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
We're done. We're
Yeah.
done.
Beyond hurtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Doesn't mean you don't still love. Doesn't mean you
No,
don't still
sure.
co-parent. But that part of your brain is like off, switch
Right.
off.
Yeah.
And women are capable of that. I don't know that men are.
Yeah.
I think men live a lot more in that gray.
Sure.
They can always kind of be swayed one way or another.
Oh, he would have stayed.
Yeah.
He
But
would
I
have
think
stayed.
women at one point we just snap and we're like,
do
nope.
that with both of y'all probably for God knows how long.
Yeah, for God
Yeah.
knows how long.
Yeah.
Stayed in this comfortable
Yeah.
little place. He didn't want to sell her house. He didn't want to do like when it was hit with it.
Yep.
He was like,
I think
"That's-
women have to make those firm,
Oh, I did
black
everything.
and white decisions.
I did.
Like,
I was
think
on the
they
phone.
do.
I'm like handling everything. I got places for us. I made it all happen. I was like, boom. And a month later, it was just, and then I'm just.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I'm in this place alone. I mean, I have Charlie, right?
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
co-parenting, which is
Yeah.
a beautiful co-parent relationship. I'm
Yeah.
so grateful that he's an
Yeah.
amazing dad. Truly.
Yeah, that's the best.
Best.
Yeah.
Best. And he's like, what?
Thank God you don't have to worry about her with him.
Right.
No.
You
no,
know,
no.
but you know it's like he's great.
And he's there to help me too.
Yes.
I mean, does it help that he will do anything for me because he wants me back in the worst way ever? Sure.
Okay. Like after this, that's currently the case.
Bro.
Love. I mean,
Well,
look at you.
also, I know.
Look at you. He's like, oh, I decided to go for her, and this is what she looks like.
Well, I'm so shiny now.
Yeah, you upgraded.
Oh my god.
You upgraded hard.
But I worked on myself so hard.
Yeah.
So hard. I'm even to the point where I'll talk to my mom and I go, I don't blame him for falling in love with somebody else. I would have cheated on me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, what he did was awful and so hurtful, and the amount of mistrust and everything. But
Of course.
I probably would have cheated. I would have cheated on myself too. I sucked. I was a bad wife. I was a bad partner. We both were, but I take full accountability for who I was and what I brought to the table.
Yeah.
And that's the part of healing.
Yeah.
Is starting to look inward.
Sure.
Yeah.
So taking that time over the past year, doing everything that I had to do, taking that month of drinking a bottle of wine every single night, waking up passed out with no pants on, just shirt like Winnie the fucking Pooh.
Yeah.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like to just then having like random promiscuous sex with anybody who I met, right?
Yep.
Doing all the things to just crying everything from the minute I woke up to the minute I went to bed, like going for walks, looking at families together in their homes outside and being by myself and like, I don't have that anymore. What is my identity? Who am I?
Right.
Who am I as a singular person without having another person with me?
Yep.
Oh, fuck. Okay. And then, I stopped drinking for about 4 months. I went completely clear-minded and then started back on where I started originally, which was writing and meditating and affirmations and pouring all the love into myself, treating myself kindly.
Yeah.
Like understanding that. And now I can sit here and be like, I'm so worthy of everything.
Yeah.
I'm so deserving of everything because I know who I am. But it took so much darkness to get there.
Yeah.
But we don't grow from light. We grow from darkness.
Yeah.
So I'm thankful for everything that I've been through.
Did you end up going to therapy?
I did.
And are you currently still?
No.
Okay, but you did go.
I did. And
Yourself, without Tim.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that was the darkest I've ever been.
Yeah.
I mean, I would sit there and just be like, I don't know anything. And she's just looking at me and I'm just like, it's like I'm so emotional because I remember just being like, I don't know what I have nothing.
Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I
don't
can't. I
know
have no
what-
thoughts.
Yeah.
I have no feelings.
Yeah.
I'm so numb. I'm so scared.
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
And I cannot see tomorrow. I can't see tomorrow, but I'm not present. I'm just floating.
Yeah.
I'm just a floating lost person who doesn't have her family, who doesn't want to be a burden on her friends.
Yeah.
Who in the process also lost friends.
Really?
Yes.
That always happens. Like,
Like
my mom
really
said that
good,
during
really
divorce,
good friend,
that,
like people that I loved, and so it was a loss after a loss, after a loss, And how could you not be like at one point? Is it me?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of.
Yeah.
So it was a very, very, very dark, scary, lonely time. But also, I would do it alone. Like I would feel all of this alone, and when I would have Charlie for the weeks, I'd be like, my girl.
Yeah.
My girl, and fake it so hard. Like my happiness, not being with her, but my happiness.
Yeah.
And then the door would shut and I would just like sob and sob and sob. And she would see me sob and sob and sob. But
What was what was your experience with her through this? Like, was she understanding what was going on?
she's so resilient. She's so
Were you
resilient.
talking to her about, are you
yeah.
honest with her? Like, how do you talk to her?
She doesn't know anything about why
Yeah.
we are divorced or separated. She has
Yes.
no idea. And she'll never know until she's an adult and wants to ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like I said, like I will protect her at all costs.
Yeah.
We will never be like, your dad said that, your dad's this and that, and your mom. Well,
Right.
of course your mom, blah, 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 ever.
Yeah.
And that was the one thing I was like, we will treat each other with the respect that we deserve
That's
from
the
each
best
other.
thing you can do for your kids, because my parents, my mom didn't.
Yeah.
My mom just talked terribly about my dad.
And how
all
did
the
it
time.
affect you? Like
We were angry at my mom for a very long time. And I had to repair a relationship with my father because I felt that I was married to my father because all I heard was my mom's perspective. So I was treating my dad like he was my ex-husband. And my dad's like,
no.
Granted, there were a lot of issues and there was a lot of fucked up shit, but like, no, Dad, you didn't do all those things to me. You did them to Mom. Like, and Mom, you did those to Dad. And why are me and the boys acting like we are you got.
responsible for that. Yeah.
So it was, I've always thought that like when parents get divorced, the only thing that I think is the most important thing is to just don't shit talk each other.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because that ruined us. That made me and the boys just sad all the time.
I'm so sorry.
It was just horrible.
I'm so sorry.
And it never stopped. I mean, it's just my dad actually
still
didn't
goes on.
It still is nonstop. And,
Really?
like,
Yeah.
yeah, and my dad was not a great husband. He didn't cheat, but he just was an asshole.
Yeah.
You know, he was chauvinistic.
Yeah.
He was, I come home, I get the big piece of chicken, and everybody give me what I want because I worked and I make the money.
That's what they did. That's what.
Yeah, and my mom had all four of us, and we drove her crazy.
Yeah.
And now that you know what it's like to be a parent, you realize, wow, that's crazy making.
Yeah.
And then your husband doesn't validate you, and he
Yeah.
comes home and he's like, "Oh, what did you do all day?" Even,
Yeah.
you know. And so she left him.
Yeah.
She found someone else,
Yeah.
and she left him. So she was the villain. But we learn as we grow older that life is complicated.
Yeah.
And there are reasons women
Layered.
leave.
It takes
There
two.
are reasons women crack.
Yeah.
And so, but the fact that she spent the rest of the time talking shit about him kind of just cheapened it all. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, girl, we understand why you did what you did, but like,
It didn't have to be like that.
you don't have
though.
to do that to us.
Yeah, you don't have to
Yeah.
do that to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what if she had chosen the other road?
It would have been honestly, it would have been I would have been a different person.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. And you probably wouldn't
I
have
would
taken.
be a different person now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Completely. And it's not your fault.
No.
It's not her
and
fault,
I have a
and
lot
it's not-
to deal
it's
with
not-
because of all of that.
Sure, of course you
but
do.
like, you know, I just think it's so, because it would be the easy way for you to be like, this is what happened, babe.
For sure.
That's the easy way.
Well, that's
For
the blame.
sure.
It's the blame way,
Yeah.
and we're not here to blame. I'm not here to point fingers
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
That's not what I do. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not part of looking inward.
No.
Right.
You don't do that. You don't blame other people.
Yep.
Right.
You're not responsible for how people. That I was
Yep.
responsible for how he made me feel.
Yeah.
If you say something to me, I can take two roads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
going to
receive
choose
it the way
I'm
you
going to choose
receive
this
it.
road. I'm going to choose light. I'm going to choose protection over her. I'm going to choose love. And when you choose that road, only good things come of it. Am
Yeah.
I giving her other complexes? I'm sure. Like
Yeah.
we're human beings. We're all
Yeah.
saying do fucked
We're
up
gonna fuck
things
them
that-
up no matter what we do.
somehow.
Talk about that
But
all
if
day.
I can keep her safe as far as that,
Yeah.
that's the best job that I've
Yeah.
done ever.
And she'll
Yeah.
like really
Coming from your story
understand-
and,
she'll
like-
really understand when she's older how hard that was for you and how like strong that was of you.
Yeah.
She'll respect the shit out
I
of you
was
for
going to
it.
say, she's going to see you in just like a crazy light.
She'll
because
respect
of
the
that.
shit out of you for it once she knows the truth too.
yeah.
Because she'll be like, wow, that was like really cool that you didn't do that to me.
Yeah. And like I would have, unless something else happens, but she will be able to have a relationship with
And
her
love
dad.
him and be like, you're flawed.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
like mom, we're all
Yeah.
flawed.
We're all flawed.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Yep.
what we're teaching her too.
Yeah.
And she's, like I've said, like she's thriving now because she, for the first years of her life, like especially like later, saw this angry,
Yeah.
shitty version of mom, and then she was forgotten about because for 8, 6, 7 months we were trying to fight for a marriage
Right.
Yep.
to a mom who is happy,
Yeah.
It's so
calm,
important that you're
Yeah.
happy.
peaceful.
Yeah.
The way that we talk, like even she's an 8-year-old. Of course they're annoying.
Yeah.
Of course they do
Yeah.
and say shit that you can get so frustrated over. But
Right.
it takes a lot for me now.
Yeah.
Because I know how to communicate. I'm the parent. I'm
Yeah.
not emotionally immature.
No.
I got this.
Yeah.
I'm the mature one.
Yeah.
She's going to follow my lead.
Yeah.
And because I have switched my mindset, because the mind is so powerful, but once I did that, our relationship is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And now I see her relationship with her dad, and I'm not saying anything bad, but I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
Right.
I see how she speaks to him and he speaks to her, and I see how she gets angry and does it.
Yeah.
And I've said, like, is this how you guys are when mommy's, is this how you talk to daddy? And he's like, oh yeah. And I'm like, all right, that's your relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not getting involved with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't ever be like, well, you should try that.
No,
Like,
no,
that's
yeah.
not, she's going to be a grown woman one day, and
Yeah.
she'll realize,
Yep.
and she'll follow I know she will. So
Yeah.
you just got jumped by
Yeah.
a pussy.
Yep.
You can push them off.
I can't touch. I'm so,
So allergic. Yeah. And of course, anything that
no.
you're allergic to loves you.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
For sure.
Can I get a little dint in?
Yeah. Can we take 1 second
Yeah,
to
let's take
refill
a-
our
yeah.
wine glass?
Yeah, just a little doot doot.
So we got a top off. Are
Okay,
we
got a
back?
little top off. We're back.
Yep,
we're back.
good.
We're back.
Tell us about your fitness and wellness journey because you are you're my age. 40.
Yeah, I'll be 45 in August.
Oh, so
August
you're a couple
23rd.
of years older than
Yeah.
me. You look ridiculous.
Unbelievable.
Thank you.
You lost
thank
a
you.
ton
Yeah.
of weight.
Thank
I
you.
mean, when how like
I'm like, really? Because you're
we
so
don't-
fit and so fitness, and when I'm around people
Oh,
who are like,
No,
"Oh,
you
what's that?"
look unbelievable.
you look like a fitness instructor. Like you are you look amazing. But also your
compliment I've ever
skin, your hair,
Thank you.
Yeah.
your-
Thank you.
everything.
That's
You're
amazing.
you're glowing. You look vibrant.
Thank you. Inner.
Shiny, like you said.
Vibrant, vibrant is the word.
Vibrant.
You look vibrant.
Thanks,
and,
guys.
And
Yeah.
confident.
Yeah.
And like you're wearing short shorts, which like
I know. I love it. I love
can't
it.
do. You
I
do all the time.
like
but short
low-key,
shorts
my
to me is
little-
I'm
a
usually
sign
like
of
nothing.
like
Now I'm like, let's go.
My shorts are.
Itty
This is
bitty.
a lot. This is a lot for my.
I
this is
heard-
her like this is like her dressed for
This
like
is hot. I love this.
Thank you.
Remind us to show you a video of me trying on Macy's clothes.
Oh, please.
No worries.
No, but
no
Morgan,
worries.
No,
No
but
worries.
Morgan feels bad right now. I feel pretty shitty right now about
Great.
myself.
I don't know what you're
I feel great. What are you
But
talking
she gained weight. We've all the rest of our friend group other than Macy have gained weight because of babies.
Yeah.
And we feel crappy
Yeah.
and we're trying I'm working my ass off and it's just taking forever because of my age. It's taking forever.
Bro, it took 6 years to get here.
Yeah.
It's taking me forever because of laziness.
Sure.
So.
Well, that's on you, Morgan. So sorry. So sorry.
Full
Well, you
time, full time work, 2 kids.
There's no excuses. There's no here's the thing. You have to be able to just give yourself that time. You got it like walking.
Don't
Yep.
view it as a chore. It's for me.
It's for you.
Yeah, it's for you.
Yes.
It's for you. And
Yeah.
once you get into that little groove,
That's
groove,
what I got to get to.
You got to get into it's
Haven't
Yeah.
gotten over the hump yet.
No, it sucks
When you
at
get
first.
you have to get over the
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
first like couple
be-
weeks.
I'll
You're
be
like,
good
I
from
don't
there.
want to. And then all of a sudden, you're like, oh, got a little bit more energy.
Yeah.
Oh, pants feel a little bit.
yes.
Shit.
Oh, I feel a little snatch. Might as well
Yeah.
keep on going.
Yeah.
Vibrant.
Yeah. Well, but then you get, and she's heard me say so many times, but then you get to a point where you feel like right now it feels like a burden to work out, but then you get to a point where it feels burdensome to not work out because you're like, I'm not going to feel good.
The last
if
couple of days
don't
I
move my
haven't been able to
body.
work
Truly.
out because we haven't been Tony's cutting teeth and we don't sleep. The last couple of literally I've gotten probably collectively 3 hours in
Yeah.
the last 2
Oh,
days
God,
of sleep.
But you have a young bebe.
I
Like
have
you're
not almost 9-month-old.
Yeah,
baby.
he's a 9-month-old
He's not
babe.
sleeping, and so the last 2 days I haven't been able to do anything because the kids are both home this week.
Yeah.
But normally I'll wake up at 5 a.m. and work out before they're even
Yeah.
awake. I literally do because it's the only time, or I'll do it at night because it's the only time I have
Yeah.
to myself.
Yeah.
But because they haven't been sleeping, I haven't been sleeping, and I just feel like it's not even worth. Like I don't feel
Yeah.
good about working out because
Yeah.
I'm so sleep deprived that I feel delirious.
Well, there also is a
but it
like,
makes
if
me
you
feel
are-
mentally unwell to not
Well,
work
because
out.
you love to work out.
It makes me feel so like crazy.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
I'm sure it does. You love to work out. You love
Yeah.
to move your body, but
Yes, I'm addicted to it for my mental health.
yeah, I know.
When I don't do it, I feel insane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then you can't when you're that tired, and then it's just like a cycle.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
bad.
mean, if you can't find the time to, and this is like my personal, like your personal,
Sure.
like your core work. If you can't find the time right now to work out because you're so tired, maybe you can take this time to start doing this stuff.
the inner work, yeah.
You know, maybe it has to start with that, like,
Or just going to church.
going
Never,
to church.
not
No,
never.
yeah.
But
Or
Therapy.
starting in
Therapy.
let's start with therapy.
Yeah.
Let's start with like little things. Like I kind of post and talk about. I'm like the first thing I do in the morning instead of coffee is just like lemon water, like hot warm lemon water, and I don't pick up my phone. I don't pick up my phone. I let it sit there for 20 minutes.
Picking up the phone is a big thing. I think that's a big deal.
Fucks with your mental
Yes, it
health
does.
100%. That's the last thing that we should look at. We shouldn't be overwhelmed with our emails or look at people's lives the first thing in the
Yeah.
morning.
That's the worst. And
No,
I
of
do
course,
that.
because it's setting up your day
Yep.
with going,
Comparison.
oh God, comparison and like, oh, fuck.
Mari,
I-
this
look-
is a badass recommendation of like you putting it into words of
So
like,
not
well, if you
looking.
can't physically like it,
Yeah.
doing. There's other work.
That
and
is a
I've said
really
it
good
before.
recommendation.
Yeah, like there's more than just
You're external, you're physical.
Yeah.
Because it's a package deal. We are the mind, we are the spirit, we are the soul.
Yeah.
You know, of course we feel good when we look good, of course. But if you're not doing this stuff, it doesn't fucking matter.
100%.
Yeah.
Mad respect.
No, you're right.
Because you're still gonna be unhappy.
You're right.
Because I lost weight, I started getting in shape, and I was still unhappy.
Yep. I talked to one of my
Badass.
best friends today. We got in a fight actually because I'm worried about her. She's on Ozempic, doesn't need to be, and she's gotten extremely skinny. She doesn't see that she is skinny. She never needed to lose any weight in the first place, but she was like, you don't get to, like, I feel great for the first time. And I was like, I don't feel like that could possibly be the truth.
Yeah.
If the reason you feel great is that you're skinny. And I was like,
I mean, if you know her well enough
and
to
I
know
was
that
like,
that's
I
like
love
just like
you,
a
and I
Band-Aid
think
for
you're amazing, and I think you look beautiful both ways. Anyway, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
I was like, but there's no. If you want me to be a yes man for you, then that's not. Then I can't be a yes man for you. I
Yeah.
can't say yes.
Yeah.
You're doing great, babe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
so happy for you because I feel like this is setting you up for another bout with an eating disorder,
Right.
which you've had
Oh,
before.
well then, yeah.
So like,
yeah.
and
Th- there needs to be more
and
people in your life like that.
we
actually.
ended up
That's-
having a fight, crying, hugging, writing a song. You know, we're best friends.
Yeah.
But it was just like, I know that you're intellectually so, she's super fucking smart. So you can convince me, yourself, and everybody else that this is the best version of you. But I know that this can't, you have to like be looking inside as to why. And I feel that within myself. I feel like I am very much able to forgive other people. I don't know that I'm able to forgive myself for the person that I used to be and the person that I still feel like I am sometimes, even with my children. Like I do feel this deep feeling of like, you are following in footsteps that you don't want to fucking step in and you can't even stop it.
I mean, you just said it. You're aware of it, and
I'm
that's
very-
exactly.
I'm very
I
aware of
see
it.
you so hard, Amy.
Yeah.
Truly, because that's exactly where I was.
Yeah.
And the only person that you're hurting is literally yourself.
Yeah.
Yourself.
Yeah.
You're
Like,
only.
I don't
you're
want to be a
stopping-
sad mom. I don't
No.
want to be a mad mom. Sorry.
Yeah. No. I know. It's.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be like a mad, sad mom.
I was a mad, sad mom.
and like I love
Yeah.
my kids so much, and I know that I'm a good mom.
Yeah.
But like I know that I'm sad and mad, and like I know that they feel it,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it's just making me. I don't want to be like all the fucking women in my family.
No. And it's time to break it. It's time to break it. I didn't want to be like, I'm not even my women, the men in my family.
Yeah.
And that's what I
I mean,
have.
I
That
definitely
I've got.
don't wanna be
No,
all the
I know,
men in
but
my
I have that man. That's what
Yeah.
that's where mine comes from because my mom's a different subject. Like that's where all
Yeah.
of my stuff comes from.
And I love
Yeah.
my mom,
But
and I
I was
love my
so-
grandma, but I don't want to be like that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want my kids to grow up knowing that I'm sad.
You don't
Yeah.
have to.
Because I knew. Kids know everything.
Yeah.
And my daughter feels it. Like, she's like, are you okay, Mom?
Yeah.
It's just like, fuck, man.
Yeah. We don't have to. We live in a world now where I'm so grateful that we can talk about this stuff.
Yeah.
Because I was so scared to ever have these conversations. And the fact that we can sit on a podcast now and be so vulnerable and so
Yeah.
open about our traumas and our experiences
Yeah.
that make us who we are is so fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because our parents didn't have that. And
Yeah.
their parents especially didn't have that.
Right.
They lived in a world where you're just like,
Yeah.
kids are meant to be, shut up,
Yeah.
buttercup. Like,
Right.
they're meant to be
No,
seen,
literally.
not heard.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
boys
I-
don't cry.
so-
So why are you crying?
Yeah.
Not just why are you crying
Right.
to boys, but like girls too.
Right.
Like, what,
So we were raised like that too because
Yeah.
our parents were, even though they tried the best to be different, but it was still like go back there. And a part of healing is remembering
Yeah.
little Mari. I kept a little picture of my nightstand of little
Yeah.
Mari
Yeah.
and remembering how I felt and then being
Yeah.
a teenager and feeling so insecure and this into my 20s and 30s and all of these moments in my life that just flashed before my eyes that I
Yeah.
carried and
Yeah.
finding power and thinking that you're like strong because you're like, no, bitch. And that like
Yeah.
you get confidence
Yep.
and you're like, fuck you, this and that. Well, you're like, that's not power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not power.
No.
No. Like,
No.
that's not my voice being heard. That's just me yelling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But it's dirty. Healing is dirty. It's gritty. It's gnarly. It's not fucking fun. And if it was, everyone would do it.
Everyone would do
and
it,
if it was easy, everybody would be in the gym.
No one would be divorced because they would have gone to couples therapy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But it all starts with you.
Yeah.
And there are tools and and here's the thing too, is that we have these amazing tools. We have these incredible therapists and we have these gurus and these books and these self-help, and you can grasp on to the words. You can grasp on, everyone can recycle the same lines over and over and the same words that are just, but it doesn't resonate until you start
Do the work.
do
Yeah.
Yeah.
then you're just like,
Yeah. Totally.
you know,
Yeah, I'm so good at everybody else.
you're so good at everybody. You could probably
I'm
sit
terrible
here
at
and
me.
pour into me and be like, and say all
Oh,
these
yeah.
things and
I'm
recycled
great at other
verbs.
people. I'm terrible at me. And like, I just,
What do you not deserve it? Don't you deserve to be?
I've never known anything else other than laughing it off and making it a
same.
joke. And like, and thinking of people that are really happy as cheesy, and thinking of affirmations as corny, and thinking of people that live that way as like, oh God,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Because that's my sense of humor and that's how I grew up.
And I understand that. I remember one morning I posted something and it was just a gratitude, and I just like to like share it with people. And it's when I say something, it's very, very real. It's very honest.
Yeah.
And I remember you had posted something maybe a day before or a day after, and you were like, I mean, because it is fine to feel sad and angry, but I remember you being like, we all fuck up, like, and it was like that, and kind of like towards people who are like this. And I remember being like, oh, Amy's got some sadness, and like there.
Totally.
I remember
I
just
think of,
like I
like,
love
people
you,
that
but
are
it was
like,
such a projection.
Yeah. I like think of,
And I'm saying that with such love.
absolutely. But I know that. And like, I'm seeing it more in myself. And I'm like, okay, I don't find this, like, I'm not proud of that. Like, I don't find that funny or attractive. That's how it's always been.
Yeah.
That's how I've always dealt with pain, is like, I'm tough and I'm funny.
Amy saying like
Those are
literally.
the two things that I am. I'm tough and I'm funny.
I know.
And the other things are not up for debate.
I know.
They're not on the table.
It's
And that's who I am. And so it would be extremely, and it will be, because I have to do the work. I owe it to my children and my husband.
And
But
yourself.
like, and myself. But like, it will be extremely hard for me to even begin to think of myself as someone that was victimized, because I was, what it has gone through trauma, because I have, and like not think of it as a whatever, shit happens to people, because that's how I deal with everything.
it's diminishing what happened to you.
Yeah.
It's
Whatever
making
shit
small
happens
of
to people, like we're not in Gaza. Like, I mean, that's literally how I think of things.
Yeah, we're not. And how grateful are we that we're not?
Yes.
But it doesn't take away what you experienced as a little girl, as a young girl.
Yeah.
How people made you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not cool, and that's not okay, because you would never make your children feel like that.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
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 So
I love how this has become my therapy.
no, I mean,
Great.
you're such a beautiful, amazing person. I see you I truly, truly see you, because this is exactly where I was for so many years, for 43 years of my fucking life.
Yeah.
Until the Christmas miracle happened.
Yeah.
And it makes me so emotional. 'cause
Amy, you're right on time.
Yeah.
No, yeah. 2 more years from now, you'll leave.
Like it took me that long to, thank God though. I mean,
Yeah.
some people don't
Yeah. Don't ever.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going back to my parents, I'm like, you're adorable. You're never
right.
going to change.
That's
Yeah,
too
yeah,
late.
yeah.
Came-
That's
yeah.
my parents too.
Yeah.
No, my
It's too
parents
late,
too.
too.
Like, it's way too late for them.
Lost cause.
Yeah.
Which is going back to how amazing it is to live in a time
Yeah.
like we do, that we
That
can
we have the
sure.
resources.
that we have the resources.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm not okay.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I was really people made me feel really, really bad.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah.
And it's okay to be scared of that
Yeah.
and be fearful of all
Yeah.
that, because
Yeah.
it's heavy.
It's also okay to rewrite the narrative. Like
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah.
That's something that, like you said, like our parents don't do, and there's so much that I wish both of my parents would do, and there's things that I wish even more specifically my mom would do to help our relationship. But it is a lost cause, and I know that. And what's so beautiful about having those resources, or to be able to say like, it is okay that I'm not okay, and there are things I can do about it. Like, we also have the opportunity to rewrite that narrative, whereas our parents are like, this is who we are.
Yeah.
Like we're stuck
Yeah.
here. This is what we do.
No
but
interest
like
in
we
changing, yeah.
actually do. It's like, okay, there is, like she just said, you just spoke it. Like you're aware of it.
Yeah.
And
I am
now
hyper
like
aware of it.
you are able to, like you have the opportunity
Yeah.
to, like dare I even use this
Create a new
overused
life.
word, but like the privilege to like
Yeah.
fucking rewrite it. And
Yeah.
like what you're sitting here crying about right now and like not wanting for Farrah.
Yeah.
Like you fast forward and think like I don't want Farrah sitting somewhere years from now saying the same
No.
thing.
Yeah.
Because
My
like
mom
you
was
do
sad and mad. Like, I don't-
Yeah,
I
like
really
you do get to rewrite it.
Yeah.
And I'm not even saying you can. I'm saying you do, like you get to, because
Yeah.
you will. Like
You will.
get
Yeah.
to.
You will. You will. You get to rewrite a story and with new goggles, with new lenses, from new experiences.
Yeah.
New experiences.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's really it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful gift. It's I preach also, we are not promised tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have no fucking idea
Yeah.
how long this
For sure.
we're gonna be here. So do you want to spend the rest of your life feeling like that?
No.
Do you deserve that?
No. I mean, I really,
Yeah, I mean,
I feel that I'm definitely at a point, and you know, my hormones are crazy right now.
of
and,
course, yeah.
But in general, I have needed therapy for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm medicated. I mean, I'm clinically depressed and have anxiety and all that shit.
Yeah.
But like, I need actually to talk about things.
Yeah. And this is
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is this.
Yeah.
Because this can all I get it. Like I got this I get it. I completely understand it.
Yeah.
We are human beings.
Yeah.
We are so complex. We are so layered.
Yeah.
We all have so many stories to share.
Yeah.
And being vulnerable and being real and being honest about this stuff, just like you share with how open you are about being a parent,
Yeah.
should be the same thing.
Yeah.
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 You know? And it's little baby steps. It's little baby steps. It's
Yeah.
making some warm lemon water in the morning,
Yeah.
not picking up your phone.
That's,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a
I'm
big
going to
one
start
for
with
you.
just that.
That
like
that's
to- but like-
been a big
No,
shift for
like,
me. Sitting in
my
silence.
mental health is contingent on how much I'm on my phone.
It's
Literally, it's
the
contingent.
world.
Right.
Everybody.
Right.
We're so mad. We're all the young generation is so
habitual.
fucked up
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
all you do first thing when you wake up in the morning, you're just
Yeah.
like, what is
Yeah.
Peggy? What is Peggy doing?
Bill's mom's name.
Nobody's been named
Acuna?
Peggy since like
Peggy
79.
Acuna. It's Peggy Acuna. I think
Bill's
it's Peggy
mom's
Acuna.
name is Peggy.
Oh, fuck you guys. Peggy
Bill's
Acuna.
mom. Bill's mom is Peggy.
Oh my God. So that's
Yeah.
what she's talking about.
Yeah.
I
literally-
actually probably within the last like 5 or 6 months started when I wake up, I leave my phone on my bedside table until like the boys are dressed. Like it is like time to get in the car and go to school.
Yeah.
And that's because I would out of habit. Like it wouldn't
Just look
even
at
be
it, yeah.
like, I wonder. Like I literally would just pick it up. And before I know it, I've opened up Instagram and am overwhelmed by
The amount of
whatever, or I'm checking my emails and this client needs this and I'm like fuck or like
Yeah.
like, and it's before you even like
yeah.
literally like looked at yourself in the mirror,
Yeah.
your head is just like
Yeah.
noise and it maybe it's not even like all bad noise, but it's still just like
Noise.
noise before just like putting your fucking putting your feet,
your
on,
feet
the
on the
ground,
ground.
P's and F's,
Yeah,
putting them on the ground and just like taking steps, like your mind is already like
Yeah.
this, and doing that, even if she said 20 minutes, even if it's 15 or 20 minutes,
Yeah.
just to like go pee.
Yeah.
Like-
oh, Nick and I have done that for periods of time, and it vastly improves
Yeah.
everybody's mood and everybody. Like Nick and I will be like, oh, we're just not doing our phones after like 5 o'clock at night.
Yeah, y'all
and then
have
in the
done that.
morning, we've done that, and we're like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
we just break it, and then
Yeah.
you're back.
Yeah.
Well, it's like the gym,
You're just back.
but
Yeah.
then you can go back.
Yeah.
That's the cool thing. You
Yeah.
can get back on. Just because you break a routine doesn't mean it's over forever.
Yeah.
That's how you get better at things. That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how you learn to implicate it in your life.
Yeah.
By being consistent and
Yeah.
falling off and
Being
getting
like,
back on,
okay,
but realizing
yeah,
that
I
you
fucked
can't.
up, but
I
I'm
fucked
doing it.
up, but
Yeah.
it's fine. Giving
Yeah.
yourself grace. I forgive myself. It's cool. Okay.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
I do the same thing too.
Yeah.
I only started doing this 2 months ago,
Yeah.
but I'm like really dedicated right now to
'Cause
not
it
doing
really
it because
helps
it's,
you.
oh, huge.
Yeah.
First thing I
that's
see in
what
the
I'm
morning
going to
is my
start
feet
with.
on the
Like
ground.
tomorrow
Yes.
morning.
Look at yourself in the mirror and be like,
Yeah.
"Good morning, Amy.
No, literally.
You hot bitch.
Literally.
You hot. I'm proud of you for just saying I'm
No
proud of you.
phone
Looking
having
at
bitch.
yourself in the mirror. This is weird. Mari told me to do this.
Yeah.
I'm a little mad at her because this is fucking awkward. But
Yeah.
get to know yourself. You.
Yeah.
You. Even though you have all the noise around you, this noise, you have children, you have a husband.
Yeah,
There's
but that's
so
good
much
noise. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
shit. That's the
When-
real noise.
What's
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
You. If you're not whole, everything else won't be. It's a pyramid of fucking life. If you're not
Yeah.
okay, if you don't have that self-love, if you're not strong, if you're not fulfilled, if you're not truly happy, it just trickles.
Yeah.
Fucking God.
Speaking of trickling. Yeah.
I trickled.
You
She
trickled.
trickled.
It's just got
I
on
spilled
your
my
legs,
wine.
though.
I spilled my
just
wine. And I
trickling.
trickled all over the
Trickled.
time. All over stuff. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
you first.
Yeah.
It's you first.
Yeah. Yeah. The phrase "you can't pour from an empty cup" ain't a phrase for nothing.
Yeah.
Ain't a phrase for nothing.
So it's true. It's so cheesy, but it's like like if you like actually sit back and think
No,
of
it's
that phrase,
literally-
it's
No,
so
that's why it's
true.
all the
Yeah.
things that are
Like,
cheesy. I get it. I understand.
yeah.
But there's a reason for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. The cliches
No,
are cliche
totally.
for a reason.
For-
Yeah.
They're true. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I get that. The older I get, the more over myself. I'm getting over myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, get over yourself.
Get over yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not that cool and it's
Like,
not that deep.
It's
Yeah.
not that deep. You're not that cool. And you don't have to be cynical about everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Like that doesn't make you cool.
No,
gonna
that
feel
doesn't.
To be cynical doesn't make you cool.
It's
No,
also
it
gonna
doesn't.
feel
It's like
really
yelling to have
light
power.
for you. I
Yeah.
feel like to let go of weight of cynic.
Cynic.
Cynic?
Cynic.
Is that it?
Cynicism.
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 Scissor sisters.
Yes.
Scissor
Scissor sisters.
sisters.
Scissoring.
That I feel like will feel
It'll be big.
your
It'll be a big
shoulders
deal
are gonna
for me.
like
Yeah.
You know?
And my shoulders. I mean, I have like fucking TMJ because I clench my jaw at night. You know, like I am the epitome of anxiety.
Yeah.
Well, there
and stress.
That's what it
cortisol
does
is
to you.
all-
It makes
yeah.
people sick. It puts people. It causes anxiety. It causes depression. It causes all of your trauma and your resentment that you have towards
Yes.
yourself and the people that
Yes.
hurt you. You're carrying on to it. You have not healed yourself. It's all in there, ready to
Yeah.
come out.
100%.
And once you start doing that, you're gonna go, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like I like to.
Like all
I
the
want.
limiting beliefs, all of the imposter syndrome. I
Yeah.
mean, literally the amount of times I get hired for a gig and I'm like, wow, me? They chose me.
Yeah.
In my head. And then I'm like, yeah, they fucking chose you.
Yeah.
You've been professionally singing for 25 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I have to, it literally goes through my head like, oh, they must have like called this other, like,
Yeah.
yeah, they must have ran out of options. Or,
Right, right.
And it's like, no,
I understand
bitch.
that.
But
I understand. I do hair makeup for celebrities, and every time I'm like, I don't belong here. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, I do.
that took me like a really long. That took up until this past year, and you saw it like happen on my podcast, like me being like, what am I doing back here?
Wait, so let's.
I don't
before-
belong here.
How long,
And now I'm like, let's fucking
Yeah,
go.
like,
Like
is
let's
this
fuck
thing
this
on?
thing
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
how
Like,
long have we gone? An hour and 20?
Okay, yeah.
got time.
Let's
No,
talk
we got
about your podcast a little bit.
Oh, let's talk about my
because-
Also, I want to write a book called The Chronicles of a Reformed Unhealed Dickhead.
Oh yeah.
That's a
I'd
great-
read that.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great book.
Wasn't me. It was just an unhealed dickhead.
Yeah. Right.
You get it.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
then also-
I am that. I am
Then
that.
also we do need the steps for what you do.
we need
after
your
we fix
steps of
our inner-
wellness.
Yeah.
And
Steps
then
of
we
wellness.
need to talk about your new
podcast.
podcast that got signed.
Yeah.
That
what?
is a
To
big deal.
iHeartRadio?
Amazing.
It's a big
slash
deal.
How?
It's a really big deal.
amazing.
Crazy.
Yeah,
for
amazing.
you.
So we're so proud of you.
We just had Trisha on.
Oh my god.
Patricia.
yeah.
Patricia.
That's crazy.
We're having you guys know it's so much fun.
It's so much
We
fun.
love
Yeah,
it.
it's the best.
We love
This
it.
is the
We're not
absolute
making
best.
any
Yeah.
money yet, but
Neither
we have,
are we.
But we have a lot of great followers, and we have like women that when we took
like
a break,
rely on it.
when we took a break, we had like an uproar of mothers that
Oh,
were
that's
like,
so
"You
wonderful."
better get back."
Yeah.
So we were like, okay, I guess this
We
is
should
working.
actually do
Yeah.
that.
Great.
After like the 5th month of people being like, okay, no, but like really, when are you coming back? We're
Yeah.
like, okay, this like they're not letting it go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
Like, it's
and that's
not,
why
like-
you're doing this
Yeah.
too.
Well,
So
and
it-
we
honestly,
and we
for
just
us,
love
though,
it. We
like,
do it for
it-
ourselves.
Yeah, for yourselves,
Yeah.
but having people that really,
Yes.
really enjoy
and
this.
depend
You're like,
on
oh.
and like just need it. And crave
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
And you get better
Yeah.
and better as you go
Yes.
along.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
ours is, I mean, we're both celebrity hair and makeup artists, so it's
Yeah.
it's
Who do you
for
do
it's
it
for the
with?
girlies. Taryn Feldman.
Okay. I don't know wwhy I asked that. Like, I
She's-
know all of the celebrity hair. and
She's
makeup
amazing.
artists,
I've
but-
only met her a couple
Taryn
times. but
Kuna.
She's the Taryn Acuna. All right, I hate you guys.
love it.
I fucking hate you guys.
It's an inside joke, listeners.
It's an
Don't
inside
worry
joke,
about
yeah.
it.
Do you actually like? So, how long have you been doing makeup? And
Over 20 years.
yeah, how long has it been
I
at
know,
this
crazy.
level?
Crazy. Nashville the whole time, so 11 years, and then in
Yeah.
New York,
Dang.
I did some things here, like reality TV and
Yeah.
TV shows and stuff like that. So
It's so cool.
Are people ever
while.
just like bitches? Like,
I mean,
right? There has to be.
there's been known to be some bitches out there,
Yeah.
but I don't work with no bitches. No
Not
more.
any, like,
yeah.
yeah. If someone's mean, you're just like, I'm sorry.
only- Yeah. Oh, my boundary is
yeah.
I will give you the respect always that I deserve, that you deserve. I will be
Yeah.
kind. I will show up as myself.
Yeah.
And if it is not reciprocated,
good.
I'm
I'm
not-
not. I'm
yeah.
not doing
Good
this.
for
Yeah.
you.
I'm not doing this.
Good. Because
Yeah.
I feel like it would be, at least until you're building up your clientele and a name
Oh,
for
yeah.
yourself, it would
Yeah.
be easy to be like, I don't know who's like notoriously a bitch. And
Well, that's the same with singing. Like
Celebrities,
Yeah.
before,
but,
I could turn down things like I would
Right.
take literally, and
Right.
you
Even
could
if, like,
tell me
something
to
hurts
fuck
your
myself, and
feelings
I'd
the whole
still
time.
everything.
sing for
Oh yeah.
you.
I was like a doormat forever.
Yeah.
You just like
But
take
then
the
you
shit
get
to
older
grunt,
and you're like, yeah, no. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
This is going to be a nice collaborative.
Good.
And when you set those boundaries, the right people usually fall into your
Yeah.
lap,
Yeah.
and it usually just organically happens. So
Yeah.
I'm
That's
so
amazing.
grateful for the clients
Good.
that I have.
Good.
And it's a nice place, and I don't like. I'm not living in the world where like I'm so busy and that like
Yeah.
I don't measure success with. Work with everybody. I'm like
Yeah.
I don't want to. I just
Yeah.
want to work with the right people.
Yeah.
I want to be present and enjoy my
And
life.
you work with big
be
stars.
Yeah,
and
we're all
you
over
are-
the place. We're.
Yeah, you
That's
guys both.
amazing.
Yeah, they're both like the.
I mean, there's a
celebrity
lot of
makeup
other
artists.
ones too. There's so many talented artists here in
Yeah.
town.
But you have a lot of them as guests.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's so
Yeah.
cool.
And I'm obsessed with makeup. Like I am as a touring musician and having to like do makeup like quickly. I've just always loved it. I was never good at it. I'm starting to get a lot better at it.
Really good at it.
But I'm still not where I want to be. I think it's the coolest fucking thing in the world to be a makeup artist.
it's fun.
I just love it. I love watching people do makeup. I
Yeah.
love watching tutorials. I think it's the coolest thing in the world.
Oh, I love that so much.
I just love it and respect
I think
it.
the coolest thing in the world is being able to open your voice and sing a song on a guitar. Like, there's nothing cooler than that shit.
Cool. I know, it's so
Damn it! I love if I see a guitar, I'll just pick that shit up and just like pretend. Just, like, people are like, "Can you play?" I'm like, I just rock on it. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, August Rock, can you tell?
but I look really cool, right?
Yeah.
So
Look how cute I am.
Same. So it's for the girlies. It's very glam. We talk so much beauty and with our guests, but it's also veers. It veers in real life conversation. It's giggly. It's lighthearted. We don't like to take it too deep down.
And
to
you guys are
here
best
because-
friends,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So it's just natural. Yeah.
It's just natural.
That's the best.
It's just organic and
How nice to like be with your best friends and like get even more successful and
nothing better.
yeah, like what's better than that?
Nothing better. And we know each other so well. I mean,
Yeah.
we got matching tattoos a year after, or a couple months actually, after we met each other.
That's
Can
so
we please
cute.
do that?
Yeah, we need to. We've been talking about that for like years.
Can we please?
What would you get?
I don't know.
Probably Mari.
I don't even know her. Just like
we should probably get
anything.
Rock Me Mama, like some kind of
Oh,
thing
that's
about the
cute.
like,
That's
or
true.
like
We could do
RMM
that.
or something like cute
I would like to get one.
about the pod.
There's got to be an inside joke or something.
Or
we'll talk about
we
it.
can't get the village cunts. That's what
No.
we call it ourselves.
Oh, I like that. But you're not anymore.
No, but we still will always be kind of.
Yeah.
It will always be well, listen, the essence of who I am will never change.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still like,
You're
you know,
you.
off
Take the girl
cuff.
out of the
you,
cunt.
you're
You
just
can't
happy.
take the cunt out of the girl.
You're you. You're just healing. Yeah.
I know what you're saying, Morgie.
Different.
Okay,
Oh, wait.
and then your wellness.
Your
steps.
wellness routine.
Okay, guys, let's see. What are we talking here? We are always in a moderate deficit.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
To deficit, depending on how I want to look for the season.
Yeah.
Right now, maybe a little bit of a deficit.
Yeah.
Deficit because I want my abs to be popping.
It's summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Popping. Then
Okay, so a deficit
Poppin'.
is like your calories.
calorie intake
Yeah.
So less calories in than calories out.
calories out. Yeah.
Yeah.
and high protein.
Yeah.
Yeah.
High protein.
So what's a day like? What's a day of eating look for
So
you?
I go to the gym in the morning and I have a routine. So I'll have, we'll do glutes and then we'll have shoulders or back or and then legs. Or my leg days are usually glutes and all girls. Like if you're doing legs, you're just doing your glutes.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we're good.
No, literally. It's truly.
It's all about the ass.
It's all about, and
Yeah.
I just try to, because I don't have one.
The
so I'm always
amount
like,
of
get up
time
there.
I spend on my ass.
Get up there. Yeah.
Same. It's shameful.
Back shoulder, back shoulders, and then another leg day, and then. But I'm progressive overload, so and I go until failure.
Yep.
Love it.
I think that's how you gain
Yeah.
the most amount of muscle with
Yeah.
a high protein diet.
So you go
Which
until
works for me.
every
So I go to
workout
the
you
gym
go
and I
until
go-
failure.
Pretty much.
Wow.
Now,
Muscle
like
fatigue.
muscle fatigue. This past year, I've like really stepped
So
up.
you can't do another rep.
Right.
Yeah.
Like shoulder press, like I'll hit like 30 pounds and I'm like, and I can only do
Yeah.
like 3.
Your, like, lips
but,
start twitching and you're like, this is-
Yeah.
Like
That's always
bicep,
my
any
favorite.
Do you guys
tricep,
both
my
think that's
triceps
the
are.
difference between seeing a huge difference, like failure?
I combine. I'll do progressive overload for glutes. I'll do. There's 3 different ways to do it. It's metabolic stress, muscle damage, and then shit. I'm on the spot, so I'm gonna forget what it is. But there's one other way. But like that's so like progressive overload. You're building every single time, and not necessarily with weight. Sometimes it's less rest. Sometimes it's more time under tension.
Yeah.
But
And I switch it up
should
too.
do
'Cause
her-
you don't,
right.
yeah.
you should
which
do
you
her
should.
glute program.
Okay.
yeah,
I did
it
her
will
glute
hurt
program
her.
Oh.
after Farrah before I got pregnant with Tony. I've never had a better ass. in my
Okay,
life.
can you please put me on your booty?
It's called Booty After Baby, and it's
I want to have booty after bed.
Literally-
No, it's honest. Like it's actually
When we-
insane.
when
It's
we
an
stop
insane glute
filming,
program.
you just make her just take a look at her butt.
I've seen it.
Okay.
I've noticed. I wanted to. Yeah, it's insane.
And that's
But you also your genetic makeup, right? You have a.
Well, I actually genetically have like a pancake ass.
You
skinny.
do?
She's just skinny.
I do.
Yes.
and you
I-
grew.
I have before. Like
Built, she
Yeah.
built her ass.
Yeah.
Can you actually please send this?
Yeah, I'll
Okay,
just let you
thank
do
so
it.
much.
Yeah. No, it's great.
No, I did it, and I never have had in that time before I got pregnant with Tony.
No, your ass was amazing.
I've never
Next
had a
time
better
we
ass.
see Mari, she's gonna just.
I
It
know.
was
I'm
literally
like,
it was
what
two
the
it was two
F, man,
glazed
what are we doing?
Christmas hams.
It really was.
Are you
Yeah,
doing?
I had
Are we
two
doing hip
glazed
thrusts? Are we doing? Are we doing?
like
are we
literally
doing
a million hip
split
thrusts.
squats?
We're doing
so
all of
many
it.
split
So
squats.
many,
We're doing
Are
all
we
of
doing
it.
step ups? Are
All
we
of it.
doing
all of it.
What I do?
But hip
That's what I
thrusts,
do.
yeah, but
though.
hip thrusts are the main thing. But she combines it with, but also her activation. I think is the key.
Yeah,
We
lots
doing
of
single what do you
activation.
mean?
Lots of so
There's
every
like a
workout
10-minute
you're starting
activation.
with activate like priming your glutes to do it. So
Which
all
I think is a
banded
game
work.
changer
I
for
do
glutes.
too.
I don't understand what you're saying.
I never did activations until I met
So,
Macy, and
like-
it's a game changer for glutes.
Always with the small loop band. So like lateral steps. Basically your glutes are already burning and primed
Just warmed
before
up.
you
Then
start.
okay,
Yes.
and then you're hopping on quick.
Yes.
Yes.
No downtime. You're just
No.
like, ba ba ba. I'm
Yep.
burning, and now I'm gonna
Yep.
get up.
But
and
your
still-
body knows that like your glutes are awake.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of times, like when you start working out,
If you've
legs
been
and glutes,
sitting-
your glutes take a long time to wake up because it's all quad.
Big, yeah.
You know, everything wants to go to quad.
Yeah.
When you activate your glutes, like with her glute activation, I started noticing, oh, my actual ass is burning
Yeah.
from the beginning of this workout till the end.
Oh shit.
It's so good.
Okay.
It's a
Only
game
hip
changer.
thrust, squat, yeah. Girl,
Make that thing
do
pop.
it.
Yeah.
And you have to
Yeah.
see me before.
And then
after.
I was gonna say I'll do before
so
and
many fun
afters.
pictures of other people on my phone, and I love it.
Dude, this is really exciting.
Oh, I sent her
Yeah.
so many
Alright.
pictures of
Come
my
on,
ass.
girl.
She's like, I love this.
because
I have
that's
so
my
many
that's
asses.
my
Literally.
biggest thing is like I'm always just trying to get my booty up and because
No,
it's
it
like
can
a
never be
sport
too big,
butt right
yeah.
now. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like sport butt.
It's
like a little teenage boy butt.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Which is
Yeah.
great.
Which is great. There's no like cellulite. It's not anything.
Yeah.
It's just
Sure, like,
but I
it's
want
perky, but
it's
yeah.
perky, but I don't want it like I want it popping.
yeah.
So yeah, that's what we do. And then I eat like a shit ton of fucking cottage cheese that I can't find anywhere because it's the fucking
Where's
good culture.
good
You can't
culture?
find
Oh
it.
my
Can't find
God.
it.
It's
Went
sold
viral
out.
on
What's
TikTok.
happening?
No,
Went
literally.
viral on TikTok. Everyone wants our good culture. Can't find it anywhere.
It's gone. My husband and I like fought about it today. I opened up the fridge and I was like, Chase, why is there no cottage cheese in our fridge? He was like, you can't get good culture anywhere.
So
Anywhere.
what do you have
It's
to do?
gone.
I went to the only place
Is that
I
the only
started
one you'll
finding
get?
it was
I get
Target.
different ones.
No,
'Cause everything else has
you don't know.
Everything else has
Amy.
shit in it.
Really?
And also, it's like the caviar of CC.
Good
Oh.
culture literally is milk. Like it's it's what 2 ingredients. It's
Yeah.
literally milk
Yeah,
and
it's the most
probiotic.
pure.
Like,
yes, the other stuff has water and all these additives and bullshit in
So
it.
like the cottage cheese has like big old lumpy curds.
Yeah.
Like typically there's fillers and gums and things in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good Culture is. I mean, there is a reason it's sold out, but also I'm pissed about
No,
it. 'Cause
I'm
I have
so-
not
I'm-
had a hot honey bowl in
My
like
girl,
5 days.
I
and I'm
eat it.
so-
I buy like 8 at a
I'm
time. I
obsessed
eat
with
it
cottage cheese.
every day for the past 6 years when I started my
It's
journey.
so
and I
good.
can't find it anywhere because of TikTok. So now
I
here's the
know,
whole
it's
thing.
so true.
If people are out there, as long as they're eating it, like I'm thinking they're just like, oh, this is the new craze
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah,
everyone,
and they're
and
not
they're
even into
not
it.
We
even
talked
eating
about it
it.
a
They're
while
not
ago.
even eating it, and they're letting that caviar, that CC
Yeah.
caviar, go to
I
waste.
actually am obsessed with cottage cheese. Like I eat it
is
every
so
day.
good.
every day.
It's so
Now
You
I
can do
mix
so
it
many
with
things with it.
Greek yogurt because she told me to. So I mix Greek yogurt and cottage cheese,
best.
put a little honey,
That's
and,
what you do.
and that's
The
it.
best.
That's what I do. That's my bowl.
It's
That's
the
my bowl.
best.
It's like
I
a
do a little
protein
agave,
bomb.
a little honey, a
Yes.
little cinnamon, some
Yes.
berries. Get out of here. See you later. Bye.
It's so good. If you do cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, and collagen,
Oh.
41 grams of protein.
41 grams of protein. What?
And it tastes good.
Add a piece of fucking grilled chicken to the side, and you got your protein inside
Yeah.
for the day. Let's go.
For the whole day.
Hell yeah.
But we can't find any. So if we can both make our podcast blow up, so we can like
Yes.
be
Be
sponsored
and be
by Good Culture.
sponsored by
We
Good
need
Culture,
to.
the two of
Yes.
us, like we can
That's
really make that
true.
happen.
Oh, let's
so we can just get
mission
like
Good Culture.
like containers
We
worth
could,
of.
we could start each episode with somebody just dumping Good Culture.
Yeah. Like flicking it.
Yeah, like
yeah.
Good Culture food
Yeah.
fights because we like have so much of it.
Yeah,
It's
so
like,
much.
who
We are
cares?
wasted. We're covered in it.
That's the
We're
goal.
just like we
Let's
don't have
do
clothes
it.
on. We're
That's
just
the
covered
goal.
in cottage cheese.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Goals.
This was a really fun time.
This is such a good time. Wait, did we cover everything? I think we did.
Oh, I think so.
Oh my God, thank you for coming. We love your story. We love your energy. We love that you're happy. I'm like weirded out that I cried, but I'm not going to
No, I
apologize
know.
for it.
No, that was you.
It's not the
needed
first
to.
time I've cried on the podcast, but
Right.
like
Yeah.
I haven't, that's
And
pretty
listen,
vulnerable.
I'm a crier. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't before that. I cry
Yeah.
so easily, but I'm so just
Since being a mother,
feeling
I've
like
become
I-
a crier.
Yeah.
Like now that I have kids, I'm like, oh, it's just
You say you're not a crier, but
I
like
cry all
you're
the
like
time
a little
now.
bit
well,
of a
it's ready to
crier,
come
yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's ready to come out.
Because
I think
I'm,
that's
like,
why.
raw.
I think that's what
Yeah.
it is. It's all ready to come
I'm
out.
just like raw.
Yeah.
I can't
And
believe
you
I
got
didn't cry.
this.
I cry every episode. I was sitting here. I was like, "Are they coming?" I
You
think I
almost
was-
cried.
I
You
did.
almost cried, but then you took it back. Yeah, you were like,
don't be
you
the
sucked
crier.
it in. You sucked it in.
Well, I'm so proud of you guys that you're just out here just being so fucking real and truthful, and just keep on doing that, because
And
there
thank
needs,
you for
there needs
doing
to be
this with
so
us.
much more of that in the world, where people are like, this is how I do things, and
We're
doesn't
gonna
matter.
need a Mari update
Doesn't-
though. We're
yeah.
gonna need you to come
Yeah.
back.
I got you. Oh,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Our listeners are gonna want
No,
more.
they're gonna want you to. Come.
Once they have a taste, they're gonna want more.
Yeah.
Once they have it, once they have a night in Mari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what most of them are.
They're gonna be asking you the 69 for
They'll
sure.
need a 69. Yeah.
Oh, and that's how we started, and that's how we're gonna end. Yeah.
Yes.
It's a 69.
Yeah. So look out for her, the Touched Up podcast.
Touch Up Podcast. Yep.
on iHeart.
Yep.
And we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Awesome. See you later. Bye.
Rock, rock, rock me, mama.